And our second main topic today gets submitted to us by Leo. And Leo writes, "Hey, John, me, being someone who always knows when specific movies, mainly by my favorite studios like Pixar, are coming out, had no clue until earlier that Luca is coming out in 10 days, 9 days now." From when he wrote this, it's actually 9 days now. "It feels as if there is no hype for this movie. Why? Is there not enough advertising, or is something else the issue? Let me know your thoughts." All right, thanks a lot for saying that in, Leo. And yes, of course, Luca, the newest film from Pixar that I still consider to be the best, not just animation studio. I think Pixar is the best movie producing studio in the business. I just think they have the highest win rate. I just feel that way. Marvel is real close on their heels, but I still feel like Pixar is the best movie producing studio there is. But that's just me. So they got their new one coming out, Luca. Now, I wasn't terribly excited about Luca at first, because the first teaser they put out, Rob, you remember, I didn't think looked all that interesting. And then the second trailer came out, and I thought, well, damn, that actually looks pretty good. The second one actually looked pretty good. Very Pixar-y. Now, for those of you who don't know much about what is Luca going to be, here's a basic synopsis. Luca follows the story of Luca Paguro, played by Jacob Tremblay, and Alberto Scorfano, played by Jack Dylan Grazer, young sea monsters living beneath the water's surface who decide to adventure on land in the Italian town of Porto Rosso. Luca and Alberto spend a summer filled with gelato and scooters, all while trying to keep their identities a secret from the locals. Along the way, they meet Giuliana Marco. Let me see if I can say this right. Marcovaldo, being voiced by Emma Berman, a young girl who helps them defy the town bullies and learn about the world above the sea. All right, and listen, again, the second trailer came out, and it looked really good. The second trailer came out, and I thought, okay, now I'm invested. But I think Leo is right in saying this movie is 9 days out, and I hear nobody talking about it. I hear nobody buzzing about it. And Rob, traditionally, when we get to be within 2 weeks of a new Pixar film coming out, we get a lot of questions coming in about those movies, about a lot of big movies. You know, when it's less than 2 weeks out, we start to get more and more questions about them. We see more and more discussions online about them. We see people getting excited, and I am simply not seeing that excitement. I'm not seeing it. I'm not getting messages from people. We're not getting things. Nobody's talking about it. The question is why? I think there's two reasons. Reason number one is, and Leo kind of pointed this out, yeah, it feels like there hasn't been as much marketing for this movie as I've seen for other Pixar fare. I feel like for a lot of other Pixar and Disney types of stuff, we've been getting much more marketing. So that's number one. But I don't think that's the main thing. And Rob, this may be controversial. Maybe people don't agree with me or whatever, and that's fine. But I think the main reason, Rob, we're not getting a lot of conversations about this is because Disney made the decision to make it a Disney Plus launch. And to me, and then as soon as they did that, we started hearing reports coming out of Pixar that the staff and the people who work at Pixar were not happy with that decision. We heard a lot of grumbling going on. They're saying, we just got, but to me, it was also Disney saying, we don't believe in this movie. And I know not everybody agrees with me when I say that, when Disney puts something straight on there, but let's look at the track record. I mean, it just felt like Disney was saying to the world, we think Luca is a second-class animated movie and doesn't deserve the big, true theatrical treatment. And the moment that happened, I think people's expectations drop, and I think it dropped off a lot of people's radars. I'm not saying it should or shouldn't. I'm simply saying I feel like that's what happened. And so, yeah, it's a little bit of a combination, Rob. I think it's number one, it's part of it is that I haven't seen as much marketing. But number two, I just think when they announced this was going to be a Disney Plus thing, I just think people thought, oh, okay, so Disney is telling us not to even think about this movie anymore. So again, I may be right, I may be wrong. That is simply my speculation at this point. Rob, number one, maybe I'm alone in this. Have you felt a lot of buzz for Luca that maybe I just haven't seen? And if not, what do you think the root cause of the fact that we're not hearing people talking about an upcoming Pixar film? How do you see it?
Well, first of all, I really think Pixar's kind of gotten the short end of the stick during the pandemic. I mean, I thought Soul was a wonderful film, and it's something that should have been seen in a theater, and it wasn't. Obviously, I understand why these things are happening, but to me, a movie like Luca, which I think it looks like a wonderful movie. I really do. I mean, it looks to me like pure unfiltered Pixar, whatever that is. And I find it strange that that it doesn't have a massive marketing push behind it. I mean, like you, I'm like, well, I've seen the trailers, but I didn't realize it was, when you're telling me this, I'm like, wait a minute, it's this close to coming out? How do I not know this? And I think in a way it's kind of a shame because Pixar has been delivering the goods for the better part, more than a quarter century now. And I would think that Pixar is one of Disney's crown jewels. And I mean, maybe it's because they think the subject matter is quote unquote soft, that it doesn't have the appeal of, say, I don't know, a Beauty and the Beast or a Cars or a Toy Story or something like that. But I think it's kind of a shame, dude. I think that this big summer movie, big Pixar release, potential Academy Award winner for Best Animated Film. I don't understand. I don't understand, and I'm looking forward to it. But like you, I'm sort of perplexed, to be honest.
Me too. Question is for you guys. How are you feeling about this? Did you realize that Luca was just 9 days away? Have you been thinking about Luca? Maybe you in your circles, you have felt that excitement, and maybe we haven't. I don't know. Whatever you guys think about this, jump on down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.